Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2022 Honda Accord. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around, check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside and go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate a little bit in the engine bay. So first impressions, this thing is clean. This thing is way nice. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front just because that's usually where it is. But I'm not seeing anything. This thing looks awesome. It's also, this is a little bit my personal opinion, but this is my favorite shade of white. It's kind of like a pearly, glossy white. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera very well, but it looks classy. I don't know how better to say it. It looks really, really good. So, tires on here, unsurprisingly, are brand new. You got loads of life left in those. So that is wonderful. But let's start going around and see what else we can find, if anything. So if I do find anything, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, get a good visual so you know everything going on. But so far, I haven't seen a thing, so that's a good thing. All right, so down here, there's a very, very small rock chip right in between the cracks right there. Pop the trunk real quick. Nice. So, fun story. My family actually only ever drove Hondas growing up. My mom had an Odyssey for me and my other brothers. My dad had this. He grew up, he had I think 2 or 3, but this is the only car my family has ever driven, and they last forever. They're super nice. So, looks like we got one right here. All right, well, as far as the exterior goes, I give it a 9 out of 10. This thing is very, very well taken care of. But let's hop inside and see what we can find. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it on, obviously, but when we do, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dash, so if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right. So everything up here is looking super solid. We have one warning light up right now, which is my seatbelt light, which is correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Other than that, looks really good. So let's cycle through a couple things just to make sure. No. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Maintenance, we'll get that first. All right, solid stuff up there. Rear seatbelt, yeah, we don't know. Nobody in the rear is wearing their seatbelt. All right, cool. So everything up there looks super, super solid. As far as interior features go, we'll be going over things all day if we take too long on it, so we're gonna speed blitz it a little bit. But down here, you're gonna have your eco mode and your sport mode, your electronic parking brake, make sure that's working. Very, very cool. Up here you have your cooled seats and your heated seats, both working great. And then on this side, same story. So let's make sure the audio is working real quick. All right, you have a very good audio system, so that's awesome. You're also gonna have your navigation. You can connect your phone or download more apps if you feel so inclined, and on and on and on. All kinds of fun stuff up there. Let's go to the apps real quick. Perfect, so that's awesome. Up here, you're gonna have some more of your driving features as well as your adaptive cruise control, which is pretty sweet. Up top, you got your sunroof, which, I mean, okay, let's be honest. The sunroof is not the most useful feature in the universe, but man, is it cool. I really, really like sunroofs. They're just a ton of fun. Anyway, you got your wireless phone charger down here, as well as a few plugins. That is awesome. I would demonstrate the wireless phone charger, but we're recording this on my phone, so that's not really possible. That's good. Close that, open it back up. And here you'll have more space as well as some other plugins. As far as the interior is looking, it's frankly, it looks brand new. I mean, I'm not seeing a single thing on here that would lead me to believe this is anything but just came out yesterday. So back seats, same story. Very, very, very well taken care of. So there's a couple other fun things up here you can play with and poke around with, but for the sake of time, we'll call that there. I think you're probably pretty familiar with the windows rolling down. So that should be good. Let's pop the engine bay, and then that should probably be good for our video. Then driver's seat, same story. Brand freaking new. Where does this go? All right, so I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but in either case, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything about cars, you do know what neglect looks like. So if there's like acid buildup around the battery, all the metal pieces in here covered in rust, there's like spider webs and junk on it, I would probably ask some more questions. That being said, this looks fire. If you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. All right, if you have any other questions or there's anything more specific you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new Honda.